Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I have another quick unboxing video here for you. Just got this package in the mail yesterday. Wanted to make sure I was in front of the camera here so I could unbox it and share the unboxing experience with you guys, share my first reactions, impressions, and all that good stuff. So today is Fixie Friday, right? I don't know if that's a thing or not, but if it isn't, we're going to make it a thing. And I am rocking the Smolt here from Kizer. Man, this is going to be one of the most elegant EDC blades, fixed blades that I have ever owned right here. This thing is just beautiful, right? We got 3V coated drop point blade with a nice ergonomically friendly G10 and micarta inlays on the handle. Full tank construction. This thing is awesome. And of course, it comes with a very, what I want to say is a very neat, interesting sheath situation here, right? With the locking and all that. So yeah, of course, this knife and every other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, all that good stuff will be linked down below in the comments, in the description, and pinned comments as well. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. So with that being said, all right, let's just go ahead and cut through the thing here with a little pinch grip situation. Cut on the side. Hopefully I didn't damage any of the goods. I kind of maybe scratch the box there a little bit. This one might be coming to me via a knife pass around. It's my hypothesis here. So let's just find out together here, shall we? All right. Boom. First knife, CJRB. All right, now we're talking. All right, let's see here what else we got. All right, these are nice and snug in the package, I'll tell you that much. And bam, here we go. We got another CJRB knife. We got two CJRB knives. Go ahead and put the Smolt away here. And all right, so we got two models. We have the Prado, right? The Prado here, or Prado in Spanish, that's how I would say it. And then we got this other model here, which we don't know. All right, you know me, I'm a little bit of, let's find out the unknown. So we're just gonna do this other one here first. Again, it's been a minute since I've checked out a CJRB knife. I just recently looked at the Echo. And so let's just see what this guy here is all about, all right? Let's see, we got the CJRB pouch here with silica gel and all that good stuff. And boom, right here is the knife. Has the wiping cloth, right? And all that good stuff in there, as you would expect. But let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Ooh, man, these are some interesting colors, I'll tell you that. Yeah, first impression, this thing is really lightweight, you guys. Like I can already feel like it's not heavy at all. So it looks like we have G10 handles going on this one. They are sort of in this blue color. And then we have like a teal or maybe like a greenish color going on here for the hardware and the pivot and the blade. But interestingly enough, the hardware for the body screws are different. The stand does also match the same color as the blade. So does the pocket clip. I mean, it's quite an interesting mismatch of colors, and somehow it looks really awesome. Now, the other thing too, I want to say this is the first time that CJRB has done a crossbar lock, right? From what I understand, I don't think they have done crossbar locks like that up until this guy. So that's going to be interesting. Of course, you know, the crossbar lock comes from the Axis lock from Benchmade, which they had a patent for it for the longest. And since that expired, then every company now is rolling out their own version of their crossbar lock. So I don't know if they have a specific name for it, but, you know, in the community, we basically know it as a crossbar lock for the most part. Have a opening hole here, pill shape opening hole. And yeah, let's just go ahead and do the thing here. So I'm going to try to open, thumb deploy it first. Ooh, all right. All right, that works really good. Let me do the crossbar lock close. All right, that feels good, you guys. All right, I want to say, if anything, I'm noticing the space or the room here in order to be able to get the meat of my thumb in there to deploy. It's a little bit on the narrow side, right? I want to say, if anything, you know, like something like on the Pyrite, you know, it's a little bit, the hole is a little bit more further away from the handle. So that gives you a lot more room, right? Also, this chamfer here is a little bit more accented on the Pyrite. But we'll come to the Pyrite here in due time. Again, another one of CJRB's very popular model, right? If you don't have a CJRB Pyrite in your EDC rotation, then I don't know. Definitely should check one out. Now let's do the reverse flick. Ooh, I knew I was going to fail that on the second attempt, first attempt, third attempt. I don't know. fourth attempt. Okay, it's a little bit challenging here because I'm putting a little bit of pressure here with my index finger, perhaps. So if I could find a way to overcome that, I guess it just might take a little bit of getting used to, right? If anything. Good tension, though, to that crossbar, all right? Check that out. Has to definitely, the Omega springs are, you know, good, nice tune to them. And they build a good pressure. But, okay, so I got the thumb deployment here all figured out. And I just got to get the reverse flick. There we go. We're getting there, guys. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. So, yeah, very fidgety action, to say the least. All right, got your stub pin right here. Bam. Locks in place. Let's see. Rock solid, lock up, no side to side, no up and down. So ergonomically speaking, right, pretty, let's see. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. We have pretty much the same pocket clip as on the Pyrite, which is an awesome clip from CJRB. So that's a good thing. And of course, it is reversible. So lefties out there rejoice, because of course, it is an ambidextrous knife. Right? I might not be able to get the full flick here with my left hand, but at least I can close it. I can do the slow roll, right? So yes, ambidextrous friendly, right? Lefty reversible pocket clip if you want. That's a good thing. And yeah, I can bear down on it. This thing feels pretty good, right? Pretty good, like a good 8.5, 9 out of 10 right there, right? Of course, if I squeeze harder, then I do start to feel the pocket clip a tiny bit right there. The edges on the handle are nice and rounded off, right? Contour here, nice grippy G10. We do have recessed liners here, which are milled, right, for weight reduction, and they certainly show, right, whenever you carry the knife. And I'm sure they got some smooth ball bearings on here, right? Deployment off of the crossbar lock, right, pretty good. I want to take a wild guess on this, and I want to say, I think it's called the Hectare, if I'm not mistaken. So if not, future me, put it on the screen there. We have, again, the ability to forward choke. So very nice finger choil, sharpening choil situation here. Boom, right? No smiles developing anytime soon from sharpening this guy. Just a good thing. And yeah, it just feels right at home. That's one of the things that I love about my Pyrite the most, is the ability to forward choke. So yeah, that is definitely the right call right here. A lot of people are calling this thing the Benchmade bug out killer, but hey, I'm not doing a review right here. I will tell you though, it is certainly making a great first impression, to say the least. Almost a full flat grind going on all the way to the top until the last little bit section there. We have, again, the blade is coated with this little paint coat on here. I would have to see when we do our scientific cutting test here in just a moment if that creates any friction when going through material, but I do know, right, the grind here being a flat grind is going to be very, very slicey. And, you know, again, drop point geometry, pokey tip there, and good jimping on that spine of the blade right there. Oof. It's a good combination, I want to tell you that. It definitely is a good combo right here, for sure. Nice snappy action here. I just gotta figure out, I mean, I think the placement on the crossbar lock situation here is what, on the reverse flick, yeah, it might take a little bit of practice, but the buttons are nice and comfortable, right? That is pretty neat. Comfortable to use, engage, disengage. All right, cutting straps, boom, all day, every day. You do your Friday night gas station fighting grip, fighting for your Slurpee, good to go. Even the Pakal grip, right? That feels at home as well. So, yeah, I mean, so far so good. Good alignment. Right in the middle, as a matter of fact. And I know that this is a pass-around knife, so it's certainly seen some use. We got some standoff construction here, a hole for your lanyard right there. Let's just go ahead and do some size comparisons, right? Let's just get to that really quick. We'll do a little bit of a reverse order right here. Of course, we're going to start with the OG Pyrite, right? One of the CJRB's most popular knives. And you can see the drop point here starts from way further back, whereas here it's just a little bit in the front section, right? Similar deal. I will say though, I noticed the handle difference a little bit. There's a little bit of a peak right here in the back of this handle versus on the Pyrite. Here's the Pyrite Alt. Take a look right there, right? The Alt has the same handle pretty much, just a different blade geometry, a Warncliffe blade instead. And these are pretty much around the same size, right? So you can't go wrong with any of these. Again, the Hectare, I think that's the name for this guy. This one being the newest kid in the block, so to speak. So let's do some other EDC knives here. The Vosteed Raccoon, right? It's going to be just a tiny bit bigger there. Here's your Civivi Vision FG. That's going to be a little bit of a longer knife there, right? No doubt about that. We have the Sentinel Strike from Civivi as well. That's going to be a much larger knife as well. Here's the Kunwu Chad premium knife, larger in geometry there. The AD 20.5, actually very comparable size to the AD 20.5, which tells me it's actually going to be very similar to the Para 3, right? So very similar to the Para 3 right there in size. Maybe that's what they were benchmarking, right? That's what the Pyrite was benchmarking all along. Who knows? The PM2 right there, just to complete the whole tour there. Right, so you know, the idea here is just to give you a ballpark. If you own any of these knives, then you more or less know sort of where this guy lands. So there you go. You guys be the judge. But now for our scientific cutting test, right? Let's take a look here. I'm gonna do the forward choke position. By the way, the steel on here is AR RPM 9, right? Which again, there was a little bit of debate back and forth with AR RPM 9 with the Larry Thomas from Knife Steel Nerds and Artisan Cutlery. So yeah, that's a whole subject for a whole different video in case you weren't aware of that. But I mean, AR RPM 9 has actually performed very well for me in the past. So this is again a pass around knife. It has already seen some use, and here it is cutting through the paper here with no issues. So of course it's gonna cut paper, there's no doubt about that, right? Again, very slicey geometry. So far it doesn't seem like that paint coat there is a limitation as far as how well it glides through the material. I got some everyday cardboard right here. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle. And it's a little bit on the thicker side, but regardless, let's see how this guy does. I'll do a little bit more of a slower motion the first few times, just so you guys can see it in action. Then I'm gonna do it more at my pace. There we go. Honestly, yeah, it is slicing through the cardboard pretty effortlessly. I mean, I guess it does. Maybe the paint coat hold it back a tiny bit. I mean, that might be my theory there. If anything, if I take out my pyrite, does it go through the material? More or less the same. Maybe the non-coated, you know, stonewash finish may slide through material a tiny bit better, but I don't think the difference is not that noticeable. But you guys be the judge right there. I mean, for what it's worth, you know, if there was a difference, it would be very, very minimal, right? Very, very minimal. And so I just barely noticed a tiny bit difference, if anything. But you guys let me know in the comments. How sharp is this guy on a scale from 1 through 10, right? Let me know in the comments. Well, there you have it, guys. This is the CJRB Hectare, right? Again, one of the newest releases from CJRB. Again, shout out to Lefty EDC for the opportunity to check this one out as part of his pass around. And shout out to CJRB for sending him some review copies that he could share with us, smaller channels as well. So, yeah, I mean, one thing I know about these, they are very, very affordable, right? So if you like the action, all right, if perhaps you're in the budget looking for a good action crossbar lock, this might be one to definitely look into. Now, again, this is not a review video. This was just a quick unboxing and first impressions. I will be carrying this guy, as you guys know the drill by now. I'll carry this guy for quite some time here. I'll try to gather as much feedback as I possibly can, and then I'll be dropping a comprehensive review here in the channel. So if you're not yet subscribed, this will be a great time to do so. I'm gonna put a card on your left there for the OG Pyrite, and also a card right here for the Pyrite Alt. Again, also knives that you should consider if this one is something that is right up your alley. If you got value out of this video, smash that like button. Really helps the video with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe. I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. And you can support the channel on Patreon or right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. Again, this guy is linked down below. So if you want to check prices, availability, variants, all that good stuff, the links are down in the description or in the pinned comments. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Guys, if you like card content, check out my card channel here from my earlier days on YouTube. That'll be the Miguel Face Reveal 2024. If you're interested and you like cards, definitely check me out over there. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.